Jim Harbaugh heading to Minnesota today, which also is National Signing Day. Not a good sign for Michigan that the coach isn't going to be in the building because he's interviewing for an NFL head coaching job. There is a report from the Wolverine.com that Harbaugh plans to become the next Vikings coach. I've heard, and I'm going to write about this after the show, that he hasn't been offered the job yet, and there may be some push and pull within the Vikings organization about whether to pursue him. The new GM, though, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, wants him, and if the new GM wants him, he should get him. You hired the GM to hire the coach. Let the GM hire the coach. And if somebody else in the building is reluctant, like a Rob Brzezinski, and I've heard that maybe Brzezinski's reluctant, well, Brzezinski's been there for the years that they haven't successfully chased and secured a Super Bowl berth. This is the new GM. Let the new GM is willing to tie his career to Jim Harbaugh. Let him do it. 44-19-1 in 4 years with the 49ers. Took a team that was 6-10 to the brink of the Super Bowl without the benefit of an offseason program in his first year on the job. Let him do it. It sure seems like he's willing. Otherwise, he wouldn't be showing up for an interview on National Signing Day.
You know, Mike, the thing that happens when you hire a general manager and you tell the general manager that he's going to have control and authority, and although you want this to be a team decision, you want the Wilfs, you want a long-time loyal lieutenant like Rob Brzezinski, you want everybody to be on board. You know, I think that I would be surprised if everyone in the New York Giants organization, who touched all of the people who were interviewed, I'd be surprised. I have no knowledge of it, but I'd be surprised if it was absolutely unanimous that Brian Daboll should be the head coach. Just like I would be surprised if in most cases, if it was absolutely unanimous among the entire hierarchy of a team that anybody is unanimous. And so in the case of Minnesota, really, I think that without any question, that when you hire a new general manager, the head coaching hire should be his. Or else, why did you hire the new general manager?
Exactly.
So I think you're absolutely right. I think the one thing that I would look at with this, Mike, and the one thing is that you have to decide, is this going to end like it ended in San Francisco, where, you know, it was really, really ugly at the end. You want to make sure that he's an all-in team guy. And again, I have no reason to think that he won't be, but that's going to be the big question with Harbaugh.
Well, you got to understand why it ended in San Francisco. My guess is they talked about that enough on Saturday to make them comfortable to bring him to Minnesota on Wednesday. Jim and John Harbaugh, a lot alike. In Baltimore, they have figured out how to work with John Harbaugh since 2008. Maybe the problem in San Francisco wasn't Harbaugh. Maybe it was ownership. Maybe it was Trent Baalke. Maybe it was something else. But Kwesi Adofo-Mensah was there for 2 years, the last 2 years, and he still wants Harbaugh. So maybe he knows a little something the rest of us don't.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.